What's up, people? Freebooter here. Okay, I got some tips and some thoughts on selling books on eBay. I sell all sorts of stuff. I sell, everything under the sun on eBay. So I do have some experience selling books. Now, I don't like to go into a store and just scan and scan and scan. It's a pain in the ass. I don't like it because you might scan through 1,000 books and not even find one that's worth selling. But what I do like to do is I like to find a place where somebody wants to get rid of a bunch of books and buy all of the books and give them a very low price for it. So I like to pay almost nothing for books, basically. And my two favorite places for that is estate sales and church sales. Now, church sales, this is where I got this at a church sale. I got these Christian Catholic books at a church sale. Now, church sales, they're usually run by little old ladies, very nice little old ladies, who do not want to deal with these super heavy books. So a lot of the time, I look through them, and if it looks like there's some decent books there, I just make them an offer on all their books. The last time I did this, I got about half of a van full of books for about $10. I mean, they do not like books at all at church sales, as far as I've seen. Just make them a lowball offer and see what happens. You might run into a grumpy person, but as far as I've seen, usually it works out pretty well. My second favorite place to buy lots of books is estate sales. And it's a similar predicament for them. They sometimes will be putting on an estate sale, and they have a million zillion books. I went into an estate sale where they had like 20 bookshelves full of books, and there's just no way that they're going to sell all those books. So you can also lowball them. The reason I don't like estate sales as much as church sales is estate sales will be able to write off their books for taxes. So they donate their books. Sometimes they'll have somebody just come and take all the books. So sometimes they don't care. But if you make them a lowball offer, a lot of the time they will make a deal with you to sell you all the books. And the cool thing about estate sales, this is a really cool thing about estate sales, is they have it's one person's house or two person house, and so they have a collection of the same type of books. So you'll run into stuff like this one here, a bunch of art books. These are all art books here. So even if you have a bunch of books that aren't worth putting up singly, see, none of these are worth putting up singly. They're only worth $4 to $5 shipped on eBay, which is just ridiculous. So what I do is I scan through them all, and then I have all these. I just lot them together, put up 33 books for $50. It cost me about $10 to ship that, so I'm making $35 to $40 on that lot of books. Plus, I got out all the books that were worth selling, like this one here. This one was worth selling because it was worth $23. And here we go again. I think I got this and this at the same place, and I paid them $25 for, it was like 5 bookshelves full of books, hundreds of books for $25. And I made my money back on just this one, and then it's all profit. So when you're paying next to nothing for these lots of books, it's all profit. As far as going out to like thrift shops and just finding single books, like I said, I can't stand just scanning through books in thrift shops. But there is a few things I look for. I do look for cookbooks. If it looks like a really old cookbook and it's cheap, I will scan through the cookbooks. So cookbooks are really cool. Also, one thing I'll scan for is the Harry Potter books. And look in the kids section a lot of the time, because they sell kids books for really cheap. I bought these books in a place where they sell them, I think it was 50 cents or a quarter a piece on the kids books. Yeah, okay, I remember. It was all the kids books are a quarter each, and they always throw the Harry Potter books in the kids books. So these were a quarter each. I messed up on this listing by accident. I should have got $35, but I accidentally added these to one of my sales, and so I only got $28. which is ridiculous. So I only made 20 bucks on those. I should have made 30. So that was a mistake. Whoops. And yeah, this cookbook only went for 15 bucks, but there's some really expensive cookbooks out there. And I don't think people put that much value on cookbooks a lot of the time. The same as any books. Let's see here. Yeah, this one I found. This actually, I paid more for this book than I've ever paid for a book, which was about $6 bucks. And that was because it had sold for like $100 in the past. So I put it up for like $100 or best offer, and it just would not sell. So like 7 months later, I finally put it on auction for 35 bucks, and it sold with one bid. See, I hate auctions. I can't stand auctions. I'm actually making a video right now about where I got this one and this one. I pulled them out of dumpsters. Dumpsters are another great place to find books, believe it or not. And look in your thrift shop dumpsters, because I've gotten some of the best books out of thrift shop dumpsters. One time, a thrift shop filled their entire dumpster up with books, and it was just because they get so many books that they had no place to put them, so they just threw them out. They just threw all their books out. By the way, thrift shop dumpsters are good for finding all sorts of stuff. This, I didn't get very much for these. It was barely worth putting these up, but I had them. I pulled them out of a dumpster for free. Big Lots, when I was getting boxes, I saw these in the dumpster. And just some coaching, counseling books. Audiobooks, obviously. Big deal. This was sealed audiobook. I got this at an estate sale. But yeah, that's all the things I can think about at the moment on books. You know, there's a million zillion things to know about books. Hopefully this helped you out. Subscribe to my channel because I put out reselling stuff daily. And I will talk to you later. Adios.